Apparently, I never wanted to talk about the final moments of former President Muhammad Buhari that has sparked various reactions among Nigerians as the incumbent president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has declared a 7 days national mourning for late Muhammad Buhari, the former president of Nigeria, who was laid to rest on the 15th of July 2025 in his hometown, Daura, Katsina State. However, Nigerians are curious to the impromptu information regarding the death of late President Muhammad Buhari, as majority of Nigerians said they had no prior information as when Buhari fell sick and was flown to the London clinic. Nigerians react to the information of Buhari's demise, as all Nigerians were informed about was when the Vice President Shetima was instructed by the incumbent to go and see Buhari in the London clinic. However, on arrival to the London clinic in a few days, we were told former President Muhammad Buhari has passed on. This has sparked a lot of controversy in the minds of Nigerians. Nevertheless, the incumbent president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, had appointed a 17-member committee for the burial of late Muhammad Buhari. Now, the big question in the minds of the citizens of Nigeria had remained thus: why was there no prompt importance attached to the killings in Benue State? Why was there no prompt condolence to show empathy as regards to the death of over 200 people in Benue? Or were they not Nigerians? Or were they not humans as well? What consolidation has the appointed committee done ever since as regards to the death in Benue? What measure has the federal government taken to ensure the end of insecurity in the country? Considering these facts, my words has become the lion's roar from the lamb. But here we are, compelled to mourn a man who has caused us more pain than joy. A man who built roads and rails that sank Nigeria into deeper poverty. A man whose silence during the NSAS protest marked a breaking point for many Nigerians. A tug of war between promise and peril. A man who under his administration, Nigeria underwent 2 recessions. A man who had dragged the economy of Nigeria to squalor and penury. A man who cared less about the survival of a common man. Notably, it was under Buhari's regime, firearms were unleashed during the police brutality protest among peaceful Nigerians who had no weapons but voices. Notwithstanding, a global maniac who feeds the chief with borrowed yam had yet opened his mouth again to call out Peter Obi for not attending the burial of late Muhammad Buhari on the 15th of July 2025. Peter Obi, who has been proven from times past to have had empathy, however, reached out on the 16th of July 2025 to the families of the late President Muhammad Buhari, among other dignitaries, to pay condolence. Fellow citizens, the death of late President Muhammad Buhari has marked the end of an era that will be remembered not for its glory but for its grief. The man whose reign cast shadows over institutions, whose leadership thrived on fear, division, and oppression, is no more. And while some mourn and others celebrate, we must all now face a common truth that the past must not poison our future. His death does not erase the damage done. Families were broken, voices were silenced, rights were trampled underfoot. But neither does it absolve us from the responsibility to rebuild. With justice, not vengeance. With memory, not malice. Let this not be a time of chaos, but a turning point. Let us not descend into the same darkness we fought to escape. We cannot allow our nation to be defined by the very hatred we sought to defeat. The question before us now is not how he died, but what we do with the life we've been given in the wake of his tyranny. Do we let the cycle continue, or do we rise as a people united, not by man but by a shared purpose? Considering the coalition, the road ahead will not be easy, but it is ours to work together. In this moment of uncertainty, let us anchor ourselves in truth, in courage, and above all in hope. Let history remember not just his fall, but our rise. Let it remember that when darkness fell, the people stood, not in chaos, but in resolve. May justice guide us and may peace be our reward. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.